What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse gold labeled Target exclusive figures of Sinestro as Parallax. So he's been possessed by Parallax, now it's Sinestro, so looks pretty awesome. We've already had, I think it was the Kyle Rayner version of this before, so in a lot of the green, but now he's in yellow for Sinestro. Looks pretty awesome there. Comes with an effect form. And then we also have Commander Steel, which looks awesome for a very nice classic basic design for him. Very excited for both of these. We can spin them around and just see the pictures they have on the box from the comics, so what they look like there looks pretty cool for both of those. So yeah, I'm super excited for these, so let me get them open out of the box and we'll take a look at them together. Well, let's start off with the Parallax version of Sinestro. So he is Thal Sinestro, formerly a Green Lantern of Sector 1417, and he became a Yellow Lantern after being banished to the Antimatter universe for the treatment of his people on Korrigar. And so to combat the Green Lanterns, he formed the Sinestro Corps and was eventually bonded with Parallax. And overall looks cool here. Of course, this is the same body we saw with the Parallax version of Hal Jordan, but now it's just all yellow with Sinestro's head and hands, so the nice pink color to him, which looks good overall. So we get his face, which again looks good, looks like his older age version. Love how he's got like the white streaks in his hair, his all pink skin, which looks pretty nice overall, with the nice pointy ears there, little mustache, crazy eyebrows, his like yellowish color eyes or whatever's going on there, and you can see some of the pink continue down his neck. Then we get the pink hands as well, and then the Parallax outfit just all in yellow this time. So we get the big armor up on his shoulders, the chest logo there with the yellow lantern design, black on the midsection and all around the wrist, and then yellow everywhere else. So this nice segmented like metal design running through his body, all in the yellow. So nice shiny metallic yellow there. And then we get the cape on the back as well. Again, a nice metallic yellow. So overall looks really nice for the design. Of course, like I said, we've seen this body already before, so it's nothing really new, but just looks good in yellow with Sinestro. Now, movement-wise, we get that'll twist all the way around to look down that far and up that far. So pretty decent movements there in the head. We get the shoulders up to 90 with that butterfly design and rotate around. We get the bicep twist and the double elbows that'll bend all the way up on itself there. We get the wrist that'll twist around, and of course on the ball joint, so wherever it is, so there it is, flexing back and forth. Then we go to the ab crunch. We get the upper ab crunch, so crunch back and forth, very little crunching, just little movements there, and we'll twist around. Can't twist all the way around, so just a little side to side. But then we go down to his waist, so he'll crunch back and forth and twist all the way around. Nice movements. Then the hips will come up to 90, out to the side. You should be able to at least go that far, so not fully to the splits. Has pretty much no thigh twist, but the double knee joint has really stiff joints, but it'll bend up that far, so almost kicking himself in the butt. Then we get the foot that'll flex back and forth, twist side to side, and has the toe joint on the end. So pretty decent moves, pretty standard for the McFarlane, so nothing crazy or out of the ordinary form. Some stiff joints in places, so I had to deal with that, but overall works out decently for Parallax Sinestro. Now, accessory-wise, the only thing he comes with is a construct, which it's of a Parallax itself. At least I think that's kind of how Parallax is pictured, like this little dragon design. Love how he's got the little design on his chest, but he's got the wings and the little hands there as well, and then the dragon-like tail coming around to the back, so that looks awesome. So we can put it on his ring variant, so there he's got the yellow lantern ring. Forgot to show that off. We can try and put this. Of course, there's nowhere really to set it, so it's kind of hard. Maybe we need to do this other hand just so he can be holding it in his hand. So it doesn't really work out the best. So you can get it in that hand and use the hand to try and hold him up, because otherwise I don't know how you would really get it, because the tail doesn't wrap around tight enough or anything to like stick it on his body. So not exactly sure how this is supposed to work, but like I said, you can try to get it to work out where he's holding it in his hand like that. So there we've got Sinestro with the little construct. Of course, we get the base we can put him on, so that'll keep him standing there. And then of course we have our other figures we can look at. So here's just normal Yellow Lantern Sinestro. So there's what he looks like. Of course, there goes the Parallax again. So Yellow Lantern Sinestro, and then our Parallax Hal Jordan, so the Green Lantern version there. So again, same costume, just reuse between the two there. So it looks very cool overall to have Sinestro now in the Parallax outfit design, which I don't know if he still wears this, but this is more of his modern design. Wearing that, of course, I think it looks a little bit different, which speaking of, here we have his card. So there's what the outfit looks like. So it looks like the shoulders and stuff are a little bit different, but overall has a nice similarity between the two. But there he is from Green Lantern Comics as Parallax. And then of course on the back we get that it's Thal Sinestro, and it says, "Proud Thal Sinestro of Korrigar loved order. To preserve it, he pursued power in all its forms and became one of the most feared villains in the cosmos. He found his own corpse of cosmic terrorists, and by dominating the cosmic entity Parallax, Sinestro became the Lord of Fear. He remains one of the most powerful beings in creation." So there's more explanation than what I had for Sinestro there. Overall pretty cool. Like I said, we just wish this construct would fit in his hand or like on his body a little bit more. So would just stick on him and not keep falling over there. But there, it looks cool that he's got that coming out of his hand as well with the Parallax design. So very cool overall for our Parallax version of Sinestro. And then we also have Commander Steel, which from the card, this is Henry Haywood III, which there have been multiple versions of Commander Steel, and he just won them. So he was the grandson of the original Commander Steel and underwent painful operations where his bones were replaced with titanium and steel alloy, and motors were added into his joints, which was the similar process that what his grandfather went through. So he became a member of the Justice League of America when his grandfather offered the League to use his bunker as their new headquarters. So that's kind of what he is here, part of the JSA. And I could be wrong, but all the pictures I looked at when I looked up Henry Haywood III, he had a different costume compared to this. Like most of the other Commander Steels have almost this exact same costume, maybe a little tweaks here and there, but he's the only one that had a different costume, but yet this one looks like the classic version and not his version, so it doesn't really make sense. And then the picture on the card, I believe at least, is of his cousin, which became Commander Steel as well, and it looks more like this, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I just went off whatever the card had, but as Commander Steel, his cyborg body gives him superhuman strength and durability, as well as enhanced speed and super leaping. So overall, looks pretty cool here with this design. Really love the colors, especially with the red, silver, and blue. You know, make it white, could be like a Captain America version, but looks good overall with the red spandex from head to toe. So we get the from his head all the way down to his feet. But love the head design there. I love how he's got the whited out eyes. You can see some of his mouth and nose there. Love the blue on the sides where his ears would be, and the little like mohawk design as well, with the silver details going around it as well. Then we get the big like eagle design on his chest, or some sort of bird design with the star on the center, and then the stripes coming over to his shoulder. So love that going around all the way to the back and coming down, connecting into his pants. So it's like a mixture of Captain America and Ant-Man to me is what this outfit design reminds me of. Blue underwear with some silver on the top of that, blue gloves on his hands, red continue down the legs with the silver stripe going down all the way to the boots there. So blue boots with silver on them as well. Just overall a nice design. Love it. Of course, nice classic look to it as well. And just overall a good looking figure. But we'll do the movement, so his head will twist all the way around. He looked down that far and up that far, so pretty decent movement. It's not the best, but decent. Shoulders up to 90 with the butterfly and rotate around. We get the bicep twist and the double elbow joint that bends all the way up on itself there. The wrist will twist all the way around and flex back and forth. Then we go to the ab crunch, to the upper crunch, crunch back and forth, and twist around. He can't twist around fully either, just a little bit there. And then at the waist, crunch back and forth and twist all the way around. Then down to the hips, that'll come up towards 90, out to the side. He can do the splits there fully. Little bit of a thigh twist, not much at all though. The double knee joint, that'll bend up that far to the back, which isn't too bad. And then the foot will flex back and forth, twist side to side, and the toe joint on the end. So decent movements, once again, as usual, standard McFarlane, so nothing out of the ordinary. They're just weird. They won't twist around. Him and Sinestro both won't twist around at the upper ab crunch there. But overall, works out and looks pretty good. But for accessories, he comes with some additional hands, so we have the opposite hands of what he's got. So a fist hand and an open hand, so we get the opposite. So for the right, an open hand and a fist hand for the left. Then we get an additional set of hands, so we get this one that's more of like a pointing finger hand for leading, and then just what I'd call a relaxed hand, so not really in any certain position there. And of course, he comes with the base we can put him on, so that'll keep him stable. Now this specifically is from the JSA, and like I said, with it being Henry Haywood III, but we could go back to other various versions and put him in with the Justice Society of America, because Captain Steel was in that group as well. So here we can bring in the Jay Garrick Flash and Alan Scott Green Lantern, as well as Hawkman. So there we can sort of start to build out our JSA as well with our old-timey characters, which like I said, this Commander Steel doesn't specifically go with it, but with his design, he looks very much like all the others. You know, it's pretty much the same outfit going to every version of Commander Steel, but with this design, you could easily put him in a JSA group like we have him here. So that's cool, adding him into our group. And of course, there's a picture of him. So like I said, I think when I looked this up, this was like his cousin or something with this specific picture, but it's labeled as the JSA, so I told you about that. And on the back, as I said, it's Henry Haywood III. It says Henry Haywood III took over the legacy of his grandfather, the first Commander Steel, after the old man saved his grandson's alien body with steel enhancements like his own. The metal gave Haywood superhuman strength, speed, and durability, and he joined the Justice League Detroit. So there's a little bit more, especially with the Detroit versions, because that's where that bunker was located. So overall, pretty nice design for Commander Steel. Like I said, especially adding him here with our JSA is going to be really cool, because that's probably where we'll put him on the shelf. Well, that's going to be it for our 2 Target exclusive gold label figures with Sinestro as Parallax and Commander Steel. So both are really cool. Love getting this Sinestro Parallax just because, like I said, I feel this is his more modern design. So it's good to have him in that design. And then Commander Steel as a new character added to the collection. Like I said, can start to build out more of that JSA is really cool as well. So really happy with both of these figures. So let me know what you thought of them both down in the comments. And if you enjoyed my review, let me know with that like. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.